Hey nerds, Sage is here, and we're here to talk about art. Now, before people start jumping at me and going, Sages, you're really just, you think art is terrible? No, okay guys? I'm making fun of the people who always come in and go, God, the art for this character is terrible, and then I go and look at the earlier Fire Emblem games, and I'm like, they've really progressed quite a bit from the earlier days. The transition from I almost said transgression. Transition from early medium to digital medium when it comes to drawing and art and all that fun stuff. It's really progressed quite a bit, and of course that's really easy to reflect in a lot of heroes. Because well, a lot of them are from the earlier games, and a lot of them have different art. I guess that's kind of obvious in some ways. But, anyways, let's just talk about this a little bit more, shall we? Basically, when it came to Fire Emblem, a lot of the times the earlier games did not have their, I guess, a kind of theme. A lot of them were very early. It wasn't until about, I'd say, Fire Emblem 4, which was Genealogy, that they started to really create a way of, making the characters and how they looked. And, well, let's take a look at some of the earlier characters and give you an idea, okay? So first up on the docket here is our good friend Sirius, which everyone keeps sending to me. Everyone keeps sending me Sirius, and for those who don't know who Sirius is, well, you can just get a better idea when you look at Camus, because that's Camus. Yep. On the left side is a villain from Gundam. On the right side is Camus. I'm kidding. The one thing that Sirius actually really reminds me of is, of course, that aesthetic. I don't know why, but Gundam's, the Gundam series always seems to have these, characters wearing these red commandeer jackets with masks on. It's just what I'm instantly reminded of when I see that. But people keep sending me this, and they're always like, why is he wearing a mask? And it's just like, guys, he was under an alias. I'm fairly sure he was trying to hide his identity. I don't understand how that's so hard to grasp. Anyways, but there you go. There's Sirius and Camus. Now, the one that I keep getting requests to look at when it comes to art is Riss. Now, the funny thing about Riss is that because he was kind of a minor character in a way, he really doesn't have much art from the earlier days. The only one that I can really track down is him on from the trading card game, or TCG, and honestly, it looks just like him. He looks pretty much a little bit more menacing, but if you really want more menacing, the way you could really shape things up is to instead look at his cipher art, one of the cipher arts he can. That is Riss, and he has gone berserk. He has an axe, and he is ready to punch everyone in the butt. Jesus Christ. That giant axe, I want some, if someone can actually translate this for me, I've been trying to, I know this is Riss, though, but someone sent it to me a long time ago and was like, you thought Riss was puny, and then that was what I got sent, so yeah, that's a lot to take in. But yeah, that's crazy stuff. Now moving on from that, of course, we have more art to talk about. That, of course, is Delphia, because Delphia is a character that everyone seems to, I'm not really going to go into that. But here is a funny thing when you look at her original art, when you compare them. You can kind of see that she looks a lot more mature in this form. I'm not really sure if maybe it's just because of the long legs and just how it is, but she definitely does not look like the little child that she is on the left. And it's really this weird parallel here that I just can't get over. When someone goes, oh man, Delphia has really weird art from her original. Yeah, I can see that, but they matched her pretty well, I think. Not really too certain on that one. Anyways, alright, let's move on to the next one from that. I'm pretty sure, oh, that's Delphia again. Alright, Clive, everyone's favorite. Especially if you're Kermit. Kermit loves Clive immensely. At least on certain fandom sites I've seen. I'm not going to go into that one, but here's Clive in the game, and here, it's basically how he's appeared in Valentia as well. But this is how he appeared in the instruction manual for Gaiden, which was 2. I'm not sure what it is with the big bulky armor, but it always sets me off and just makes me laugh a little bit because he's just wearing this giant blue armor, and the horse the horse he's riding looks like he's kind of in pain a little bit. He's just like this big giant lug is just I wouldn't say standing, sitting on me, and it's heavy as hell, and I mean, I can see how it's progressed into that, but yeah, that's, oh my god, that's a lot to take in when you come down to, you know, all the art that everyone always tries to give me. Clive is one of the weirder ones. God. I don't, the horse just looks like he's kind of in pain there. Just a little tiny bit. Little tiny bit, maybe just a little bit. And let's move on to the next one. So, Lind, or Linday, is one that I oftentimes get shown as being a character that has not been around, you know, or has been around a long time, but, you know, one that I didn't show off, or if I did, I didn't show off the much earlier art, because this is Lind as she is now, and it's followed the trend of how she usually appears, at least from what I could tell, outside of course, the first game. And the first game, well, that is Lind on the right. She's certainly progressed from where she once was into what she is now. Yeah, that's... I do like that they tried to, you know, they kept her color scheme, they kept her tiara and everything. She looks pretty similar to that. I really don't get, you know... People keep sending me pictures of, like, Tiki as well, like Tiki from the earlier days. And Tiki from the earlier days, you know what she looks like? Tiki from now, basically. I also, of course, have, you know, all sorts of other ones from earlier games that people just keep telling me looks not that great, but every time I look at it, I get the same sort of thing I do with Lind, where you could see the obvious, you know, ideas. You can see where they started, and then, of course, that evolved from where it once was to where it is now. Lind, you know, Lind early, Lind now. It's pretty simplistic, I think. I like to think, or... I don't know. It's a really odd one to me. People keep sending me that. At least it's not as bad as, I wouldn't say Celica. What was her name? Oh, it was Claire. Claire started off weird. Anyways, next one and last one is Arden. People keep sending me Arden and saying, look how he changed now. Honestly, let me just look at that. Yeah, that hasn't changed much. He still looks like the normal Arden that we all know and love. And yeah, that's basically all I can say to that. It's, I mean, they matched him pretty well from his original art. He looks like the big dope that you love and enjoy, or maybe is, you know, on some sort of drug. He's just trying to do his best, guys. He's just trying to do his best. But yeah, like I keep getting sent earlier art and things like that, and people keep telling me, oh man, this is bad stuff, but, you know, if Risk can become this evil megalomaniac kind of looking guy over here in his card art, I think we can safely say that anyone you make fun of in high school will probably come back and kick your ass sooner or later. Just saying. I mean, good lord. I just don't get it. But yeah, that's pretty much all I had to say about this, because people kept telling me to try and do more of the, you know, the videos for the art, but I've pretty much covered most of them. Sirius got sent to me a lot, and I just don't get it. But anyways, there you guys go. There's me talking about Fire Emblem art again. It's not that great, because honestly, I mean, I could show you Brakut and Phase art from, you know, Gaiden. It's up on screen, like, right now. There you guys go. I've used this joke before, but it's there. It's up on screen right now. I hope you guys enjoyed it. God damn it. Anyways, alrighty. Catch you guys later. Stop sending me artwork or early artwork, because most of it matches in some way or some form. My goodness. Alrighty. Catch you nerds later.